Hey, it's me, Brian. So, there's this phenomenon that happens every time I'm out in the garage. Actually, pretty much anytime I'm outside working on a project. Doesn't matter how small it is. Um, Not really mowing the grass. That's not really a project. That's more of a chore, right? Although it has happened mowing the grass. Um, but today, for example, I'm working on a project in the garage, building a new desk and giant pegboard that I want to put in my office at work. So I'm out working, got both garage doors open, got my tunes playing, I'm sanding, I'm cutting, I'm just working on my project. And people start stopping by. Now, there are some regulars. My neighbor, he stops over anytime the garage door's open, which is awesome. And he always says, "Don't let me stop you. You've got lots of work to do." And he just hangs out while I work on my project and we talk and chat and catch up, which is a lot of fun. And then he goes, he goes in or goes off and does something else. And then a little while later, I had a friend stop by and he was dropping off one of his tools that he kind of stores at my house, um, which that's probably a another video. But so then we hang out and we're talking and I'm still working and talking and hanging out. And then he goes about and leaves and goes does whatever he was doing the rest of the day. Um, Junk man driving down the alley, sees the garage doors open, stops, and always asks, "You got anything you're trying to get rid of?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." And then all of a sudden it's chatty junk man, right? Talking about, my project that I'm working on, or I've had them, people, just random strangers, driving down the alley, stop and, talk about the house and how they've been watching us work on it and get it all fixed up. And they really like the way it looks and they're really excited about it. And it just amazes me that there's some type of, I don't know, signal or force or something that though when your garage doors are open and you're working in your garage, it attracts people. And I don't know if this is like a Midwestern thing or if this happens all over the country or if this happens in other parts of the world. I gotta hope that it does, right? And I've been guilty of it. A really good friend of mine was building a kayak trailer, a camping kayak trailer. And I stopped over just randomly on a day. I'm like, I'm out and about. I think I'll stop over and see what's going on. And his garage door was open. He's working on his trailer, and I kind of just grabbed a folding chair and hung out and just watched him build his trailer while talking. And I think when I first noticed this, I always hoped that this would happen to me because, again, I love the people stopping by, even random strangers. Growing up, we had a guy in our alley on our block that it wasn't even really that young. Well, even young, we had that. But when I was older, my first apartment, our landlord had a garage that was like that. And that man could not be in his garage with the doors open without attracting a crowd. And it got to be to where, he'd be working on his car or a friend's car or my car. And once those garage doors went up, people just started like moths to a flame, right? They just came in and hung out. And it got to be so bad, or it got to the point that he added a TV. He always had a stereo going, but then now the TV's out there so that they could watch the game with all these people from the neighborhood. And then there was a cool fridge that showed up. Somebody donated to the garage, so that way they could keep some cold drinks out there. And it just amazed me that that poor man, and I don't know, I think he liked it. But at the same time, there were times where you could see that there were 6, 8 people sitting around in his garage, and he's bent over the hood of a car trying to, fix it and get it running so that he can go back inside and have a little privacy. Anyhow, I don't know. That was just something that happened to me today. Again, I hope that this happens to everybody. It definitely makes my projects take a lot longer to get done, but they're a lot more fun when, everybody's coming over and telling you what you're doing right, telling you what you're doing wrong, and just visiting while you work on your project. It definitely makes them a lot more fun. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.